Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 mistakes in SpongeBob that were left in.
Bring it on, old man! Bring it on!
For this list, we'll be looking at animation goofs and other mistakes that made it into the final broadcast of this Square Toon show. Which of these SpongeBob mistakes sticks out to you the most? Be sure to tell us in the comments. Number 10. Squidward's arm color. One of the funniest episodes of this long-running marine-themed series sees Squidward getting lost in the wilderness with SpongeBob and Patrick. During their trip, Mr. Tentacles gets both mistreated by an inanimate object and improperly animated.
Squidward, we must never question the wisdom of the magic conch.
When Squidward is repeatedly asking the conch if he can eat, his normally blue tentacle is colored yellow in a close-up shot.
Can I have something to eat?
No.
It's been reported that this animation error has been corrected for future viewings. Before we knew it was a real error, we did wonder if the magic conch was messing with Squidward more by changing his arm color.
Maybe we should ask Michelle if he's okay.
Number 9. SpongeBob's foot. Being a SpongeBob fan means suspending disbelief for some things while regarding others as goofs. Fans wondered what they were supposed to believe when Patrick goes against SpongeBob in a wrestling match. While their suddenly muscular physiques threw us off a bit, the moment where Patrick takes off SpongeBob's shoe and proceeds to lick his foot took us out.
Forget the chum bucket. This is personal.
And not just because it was gross. We saw Patrick remove the shoe on SpongeBob's right foot, but based on the position of his toes, it was the left foot that was being licked. While this gross scene is probably a simple continuity error, it's not even remotely close to the weirdest thing about SpongeBob's body. Number 8. Doormat.
I hope they're not dirty.
When the criminal known as the Tattletale Strangler wants to get SpongeBob, he demands to be let inside the iconic Pineapple House.
Forget the key! Let's climb through this window!
This is stalled by SpongeBob not being able to find his key. After taking extreme measures to try to get inside his house, the punchline of the joke is that there's a key under the mat. But if you looked at the front door earlier, the mat's nowhere to be found. We're not sure if the sudden appearance was a part of the absurdity of the joke or not. We just have a feeling the Tattletale Strangler wished the mat had been there sooner.
There you are, you little rascal.
Number 7. Harold's shirt. If you're a casual SpongeBob fan, the name Harold might not ring any bells.
2 hours is long enough!
But his dorsal fin, white shirt, and red bottoms made him one of the most recognizable background fish in Bikini Bottom.
Maybe we should play so quietly no one can hear us.
Well, maybe we wouldn't sound so bad if some people didn't try to play with big, meaty claws.
But one of his appearances contains a pretty glaring error. While wannabe superhero Patrick is causing everyone headaches, he confiscates Harold's Krabby Patty. When SpongeBob replaces it, Harold is shirtless, but the fish's white shirt is once again on in the very next shot.
Another Krabby Patty for the gentleman.
Thank you. Let's hope Patrick Man doesn't confiscate this one.
Either he's an incredibly fast dresser or an animator wasn't paying attention to Harold's wardrobe. Number 6. SpongeBob's hat. While SpongeBob isn't always wearing his Krusty Krab hat, it's certainly one of his most recognizable accessories. Although we've seen him wear it outside of work, there was one place where he should have probably taken it off. After Mr. Krabs' nickel-pinching ways caused SpongeBob to lose his beloved fry cook job, he ends up having to work at the Weenie Hut.
You're fired.
What?
Fired!
The animators might have been a little too eager to get SpongeBob back to the Krusty Krab, though. During the episode, he has his classic anchor hat while he's still working at the Weenie Hut. Although it does suit him better, it just wasn't time for him to wear it again yet.
Congratulations, SpongeBob. You've been promoted.
But you just fired me.
Number 5. Grill position. The position of SpongeBob's grill at the Krusty Krab is well established. It's adjacent to the cash register, so he can annoy Squidward while working. However, the Nature Pants episode opens with the grill in an entirely different position. While SpongeBob's burger station is at the other end of the kitchen, the fryers are where the grill should be. Perhaps Mr. Krabs wanted to reorganize the Krusty Krab before changing it back to how it was.
Right now.
Or maybe the animators just loosely remembered the kitchen's layout. Since it was early in the show's run, we'll assume they had forgotten about the spot where the grill truly belonged.
You know what we say?
The only people who don't like a Krabby Patty have never tasted one.
Number 4. Disconnected neck. It's no secret that Squidward has a short fuse. His temper makes it all too easy for him to lose his head, or in this case, his neck. While working as a bus driver, Squidward gets annoyed at SpongeBob's antics and gets angry at the square fry cook.
I've always dreamed one day I'd board a bus and see you driving it.
If you look close enough in one moment, you'll see his neck isn't going through his shirt like it's supposed to. This drawing glitch looks pretty unsettling when you catch it. Also, his neck doesn't change position until SpongeBob lands on him. Maybe Squidward's stress about his Krusty Krab coworker has really messed up his neck.
There's only one thing I can think of that could be worse.
Number 3. Double crabs.
Hey, a Betty!
While one Mr. Krabs is more than enough, this episode accidentally gave us a double dose of the crustaceous cheapskate. After being crushed by a piano, the crustacean is sent to the hospital.
Hey, that's me! I'm in charge!
When Mr. Krabs returns to his restaurant, now bandaged and temporarily in a wheelchair, SpongeBob greets him. But if you look behind the square employee, you can see another injured crustacean behind him facing towards the cash register. Granted, it's a blink and you'll miss it moment that you'll definitely need to pause the screen to see, but it's still a pretty distracting animation error that makes us feel like Mr. Krabs found a way to clone himself. Number 2. Missing unibrow. One of the most defining traits of Squilliam Fancyson's appearance is his prominent unibrow.
Oh, lovely.
While the pompous octopus is giving a tour of his luxurious pad for the show, House Fancy, we see various self-portraits and sculptures of himself.
Come, let me show you the roof.
An elevator?
Watch your step.
But one of these works of art is missing his most recognizable feature. Since Squilliam's unibrow is visible in other portraits, it doesn't seem he's ashamed of it. Maybe this was a request he made of the artist at the time. Or maybe the SpongeBob animators just made a mistake and hoped no one would notice. Well, we did.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Squidward's Missing House. Squidward's Easter Island head house in between SpongeBob's pineapple and Patrick's rock has been destroyed multiple times.
I gotta find out what's in that secret box!
But there's also a time where it vanished off screen. When SpongeBob is desperate to know what's inside Patrick's secret box, he breaks into the rock home. We see SpongeBob go directly from his house to Patrick's with Squidward's house nowhere to be seen. While there's even a joke about Squidward's house being sentient earlier in the episode, we don't think it walked away for one scene. Its disappearance definitely doesn't make any sense. Then again, if it always made sense, it wouldn't really be the SpongeBob we know and love.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.